Hello, everybody. How are you today? Let's adjust this microphone slightly. I think that's better. I think that's better. So we start as we mean to go on. Failing. Dead. I kid. We're going to alive ourselves, have a nice drink, have some food, pep ourselves up, give ourselves a morale boost in the way of a boosting sort of what would you call it? I guess an uproarious. What is the word? God, it's so early. The word for where you speak in a certain way that boosts morale. God, I cannot think of any words today. Congratulatory is wrong. I cannot think. If at some point the word comes to me, I will be pleasantly surprised, but it is too early, clearly, for the generally good gamer to think in the fashion I normally do. Right, we've made a mana agate. That's good. Let's make some water in a second. We need to make some more food, don't we? Only one seasoned wolf kebab is not good enough. Inspirational. There we are. Inspirational. It came to me eventually. Wow, I found the word. God. Alright, and I was almost considering that I could have had some sort of early onset neurodegenerative condition there, but I'm thankful that, if anything, it's simply just mild cognitive impairment. So we are in the Swamp of Sorrows again, and we were last streaming yesterday morning. God, yesterday evening. And so I've had about just less than 6 hours sleep, which is about normal. And that's not because I go to bed too late or anything else. It is purely because I'm so excited to be playing and, well, live streaming with all of you. Currently we have 0 viewers, just so you're aware. But we're actually averaging a fair amount, 4 or 5 at a time, which I think is fairly good for. I thought about it last night. I was like, imagine that you are sitting down in your room and you have 4 or 5 people around you just watching your screen. Because, that's sort of what's going on here. And so anyway, I think I think we're at a good point. We've only been streaming regularly for 2 weeks, and I love where we're at. Anyway, my point is that my sleep is reduced, but only because I'm so excited to be waking up early to play. The way my schedule works right now is, well, I think if you work a full-time job and then have anything that is like an excessive hobby like this is, then you need to fit it in somehow. And the way that I do that is by waking up nice and early to turn on the stream, and so this lack of sleep is my own doing and no one else's. So with that being said, you'll have to forgive me for the mild cognitive impairment that I'm feeling, that I'm suffering from at the moment. Right, let's continue where we were. So last time we were realizing that we have to kill these level 41 tangled horrors, and that actually, despite us being 4 levels lower, it wasn't as horrible. Oh gosh, only one of the cowards ran away. It wasn't as awful an ask as I previously thought it would be. This guy didn't get affected by it. That's a bit odd. let's blink over here. And then we'll blizzard them. What I'm trying to get a bit better at is when they break out of their frost nova, when they're running towards me, to still not allow them to hit me. And I used to think very poorly of anyone that backpedaled. But actually, I kind of think now that backpedaling has a place. Because when the mob is running so slow towards you, I feel like actually backpedaling gives you quite a bit of control. Say just one step ahead of them. Right, I think we will attempt now to pull a Tangled Horror. Just wait until we get a bit more mana, and then we'll do that. Okay, here we go. This disease is a bit annoying though. Plague Cloud. I think no Borrow cast that on us. Oh, this one's 40, a little bit better. We shouldn't resist nearly as much. I actually like Cone of Cold a lot as well, by the way. And I'm wondering if instead of the Frostbolt, sorry, the 2% damage boost that we got across the board, that talent, if instead we should have put it into Cone of Cold, because it hits really hard and it crits nicely as well. So just thinking in the future that could be an option. Like I'm seeing it crit for 300 on mobs. Right, so what we're going to do next, we're going to pull a couple of them. Because despite them being quite a high level, the only issue is that if we could pull a couple, they are likely to resist a few of our spells, aren't they? We'll think about it more. Let's head in this direction. Definitely make sure that we keep an eye out for these Scalebanes as well. They are nasty looking creatures. I love their sort of spauldrons. Spaulders? What do they call them? I think it's something like that. But they have them on their, essentially on their sort of eye bone. How interesting. Ooh. Ah. You know where we are, guys. You know where we are. If you've played any World of Warcraft, not any actually, but a long time ago, then you may have an inkling as to where we are. Pool of Tears. Look at this. An old sort of, what do they call them? Not pier, the things that, the smaller versions of piers. Jetty, I think a jetty. An old jetty. Troll-like. And this is the Sunken Temple. So the Sunken Temple is a dungeon. About level 40-ish, maybe a bit higher, 44. Maybe even higher than that. Actually, yes, I think it is, because I do remember doing it. And I was a little bit high, I thought, at the time. Actually, I think it's sort of 49 to, or 46 to 52, or something like that. Should we have a little run over there? It won't really be a run though, will it? It'll be a swim. Yeah, let's have a swim over there. See what's going on. few hordes over here. Look at this. I love how Tommy is just swimming along. We can't see... No, we can't clip through the water. But Tommy is swimming along. And we can sit on top of Tommy, the turtle. And barely get wet. Oh my god. The rain. Now, this here is the Temple of the Tal Hakar. Otherwise known as the Sunken Temple. We're not going to venture inside yet. Oh, level 50 to 60. I was quite wrong then. I think though, because there are multiple sort of levels to the temple. I reckon the higher level is for has sort of lower level mobs. I think. Right, let's get out of there. For some reason, I'm thinking that there's a big dragon that spawns around here, but I can't remember. A large member of the green dragonfly, but I can't remember. Okay, so we're in Sorromerk, and I'm just seeing a tremendous amount of these dragonflight elites, green dragonfly elites. Coming towards the shore as well. If we were to... Oh my gosh, we're entering combat. Oh no. Come on, Gennal, get away. Keep going. Goodness me. Tommy is doing alright. Oh my god, a panther too. This couldn't be worse. Alright, we can take this panther. We will do that. Let's get into range. There we go. Quite a few. These Stonard explorers are absolutely everywhere, aren't they? Oh god, a second one. Okay, we will frost over them both. Gennal, do what you do best. AoE. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get that Cone of Cold spell as well. I think it's well worth it. A spell? A talent, rather. Because it's, what is it? It's like 15% increased damage just for one rank of it. Okay, so let's venture down. We'll hide behind here. Oh my god, not another one. I was about to say we're going to venture down to the Murloc camps down here, as we do need to kill one of those as well. And we will still do so, but unfortunately we'll have to wait for this guy to perish. Just need to watch our health too. We always have that mana agate you can shove down our throat if required. God, the Cone of Cold didn't do its job there. I wonder why. What happened, Gennal? Okay, this seems like a bit of a busy area in terms of mobs. So we're going to hide behind, in between this mushroom and this tree log, to have a nice snack and drink. And while Gennal snacks and drinks, I'm going to go run and get myself a coffee. So I'll be right back in a couple of minutes. We're back. Okay. Our bags are totally full as well. Gosh, not been in this position before with Gennal. She's normally very organised. But alas, she becomes sloppy. Right, so he actually wanted a Marsh Murloc Eye as well. I see a classic Murloc camp over here. No Murlocs around. What could that mean? Oh. Oh my god, level 44. It's a bit too high for Gennal. So what I'm thinking is if we head further north, perhaps there's a weaker Murloc encampment, perhaps the the ones that were not properly fed when they were young, that were the sort of the smallest, like the runts of the litter, perhaps. If anything, though, the sort of the Elwyn Forest Murlocs, they're kind of the runts of the litter. I mean, they're only like level 10 or less. It's a big corpse. If only we could harvest the meat from these things more readily instead of just getting one slab of it. Maybe we could sort of, select to cut it all up, spend a bit of time doing that, and then fill up a whole bag with crocolisk meat. Right, let's be on the lookout again. I don't know why this is a yellow quest. And it's clearly quite a difficult one. The mobs are so much higher than us. Because the only other thing really that I'd like to do, I'll have to think about it more, is Stromguard, of course. Oh, 43 undead rogue. That is not helpful. He hasn't targeted us. Crocolisk has, though. So the only other place I would like to go, though, other than where we are right now, Swamp of Sorrows, and then Arathi to do the Stromgar quests, is maybe some of the dungeons. We have a couple now for the Scarlet Monastery, well, Scarlet sort of area. So it could be worth heading in that direction. Alright, so we pulled these two. Both resisted. Okay, fantastic. As long as those hits, the Frostnova hits, then we're in good shape. Here we go then. Alright, Gennal is doing her magic, literally. Let's keep them at a distance. Oh, this Tangled Horror is running rapidly towards us. Goodness me. And they don't hit softly, do they? Ah, Leandy, please, calm down. What can we do? We can, I guess, use this shield instead. We will potion up. Resist, resist. It's too high level, aren't they? Blink, blink. Rank 1. Rank 1. Frostnova. Ah! Going of cold. Okay, we have to get away then. Alright. I'm going to turn in rank 1, I think. That's a shame. Because I can't guarantee that we'll hit with any of our defensive spells. I wanted a counter spell, you noob. Oh, only one left. Evocate. God, that was close. Okay. let's meditate on this encounter that we are currently under. Take a bit of time, become aware of the breath. Oh, health is low again. Not much we can do. Rank 1. Oh, God, Gennal. These things. Right, okay. We are leaving the Swamp of Sorrows. This quest is a bit high for Gennal. A bit hard. The Murlocs will be even harder. They'll be 7 levels higher than Gennal. So what we shall do is we shall go to Stormwind. And there's 2 things I wanted to do actually, guys. First thing is a fantastic idea that we had from Zinthex. I don't know if he's done this yet, but I'm going to assume not. But he was talking about forming a little guild for ourselves. And we were talking a little bit about the name, and I sort of left it up to him. And I gave it no thought at all until 5 minutes after waking up this morning. And I thought to myself, what if we choose the coolest name in existence? A name that will strike fear into our enemies and allies alike. A name that will be known throughout Azeroth as a people worthy of respect and worthy of notoriety as well. And I thought the only name I can think that would generate all of those feelings is the Generally Good Gamers. So that's what we'll do. We're going to create a guild called the Generally Good Gamers. I know it's a brutal name, and people will look at us and think, "Wow, they're literal murderers." But you know what? I'm okay with that. So the Generally Good Gamers. We're going to go to Stormwind, buy a guild charter, and get some signatures. So if you'd like to join the guild, then I will put a call out. I think I'll make a short YouTube video of this clip. So if you would like to join the guild, do let me know in-game. Send me a whisper. That would be the best way. Send me a whisper in-game, and we shall meet up and get you on the guild charter and get you into the guild. Right, let us resurrect, and we're going to half. Make sure there's no one around here. Doesn't seem to be. Okay, buff up. Just want to do that first in case someone in chat despises us for not doing so. I'm looking at you, AF. Right, and then where is a Hearthstone? There it is. Just turn to my left, and there's just to give you a bit of context, there's a window here, and then there's a wall as well. There's a white wall. And right next to me is a black, moderately sized spider crawling about, quite frantically actually, in fact. It seems like he's having some fun building a web. I just wonder though, if I sit here too long, will he think of me as part of the furnishings of this room, and thus build his web also onto me? I hope not. I'm sure he won't. Explode, hello. 2 streams in a row seeing you. That absolutely warms my heart. What was it we need? Gold power core. We need this for... Oh, and Explode as well. Yesterday, when you were chatting in chat, I was a bit delayed because I was already in the future. But I was thinking about your comment about the horse, the evil horse. I didn't really know what you meant at the time. And then I remembered after the stream you were talking about that horse in Stromgard, and maybe it is evil. Maybe it's another evil horse. Just like the old whatever its face is. I agree with you. Totally forgotten what I was looking for. Gold power core? Yes. Let's buy one of those. No, it was actually very useful because it was forcing me to think later about what it was you were saying, because I was talking about the mage, the Dalaran mage, and you correctly said actually Kirin Tor. So I really appreciated it. Whoa! What is this? Whoa! Okay, so we have some mail from some friends. Oh, don't worry about it, Explode. Actually, I really appreciate it, as I said. It was useful information. So we have some mail from Unknown, first of all, who's given us 15 light feathers. May you always float like a feather. Thank you very much. I'm thanking no one in particular, because I don't know who Unknown is. We could just sell stuff to a shopkeep, but I will not do so. And let's read some of these. I don't know what's going on here. Is this... I'm such a noob that I presume that this must be... can you get mail from NPCs? You can, can't you? Because you can have the booze club and all the rest. But I don't know if this is a real player. Is this a real player? Let's add a friend, Valagan, and then we'll read their notes. Valagan seems to be a player. Who is Valagan? Okay. Hey Gennal, I am a veteran of the Battle of Stonewatch Keep in Redridge Mountains. I served as a Lakeshire soldier and I fought alongside the brave and valiant men and women of the Alliance in a long and bloody battle against the Orcish horde. The battle was fierce and the losses were heavy, but in the end we triumphed and drove the Orcish forces from our homelands. My intention now is keeping the people of the Alliance, and I'm now offering my services to Stormwind as a military provider. Okay. Well, Valagan, thank you very much. And you're offering your services to Stormwind as a military provider. Well, if I need your services, Valagan, then I have you on my in my phone book, my friend list, my phone book. So we will call for you. But I would have thought that if you're offering your services, that you wouldn't need to give me some gold. But that's very, very kind of you. Thank you. I love this so much. Because of the sort of the soft RP here as well. So Valagan, you are a person after my own heart. And also Unknown as well. Thank you for the feathers. I bought some of them in the auction house after not having them for a while. And now I'm not going to have to buy any more from the auction house for a very long time to come. Right, where... Oh my god, where is the... This is ridiculous. Innkeeper Allison, you are so popular. Let's zoom in a bit because this is... That's better. Alright, let's sell some stuff. So we have... Well, actually, let's look to see if we can cook anything first before we sell the things we need. Doesn't look like we... Well, if we have some tough condor meat, we can make quite a few Redridge goulash. I think we can just sell everything for now. All of these foods, well, these ingredients rather. And I think we're going to focus simply on making, I think we'll focus on getting some clams because we can quite easily get those. Oh, if you see this, by the way, we actually bought a recipe limited invulnerability potion. So Gennal will be able to make this quite a ways into the future, level 250. But I loved it so much that I bought it ready for the future. So the Imbiber is immune to physical attacks for the next 6 seconds. That is great. Ah, sweet nectar. Do you see that? That reminds me of... Yeah, that brings back a lot of old school memories. Just continue to sell. I have considered getting a simple add-on for dealing with bags. I think it might be warranted. It doesn't take away from the game at all. It's just a nice quality of life improvement. We wanted these crisp spider legs, didn't we? No, we want the gooey ones. Okay. And we will replace our seasoned wolf kebab slot with some murloc fin soup, as we still have some of that left over. This cudgel we don't need, it has no sell price. We've killed Noboru so many times now. Do not want to sell those, they're very useful. Need light feathers. Okay, I think we're in good shape. We have a lot of good silk cloth now. So I think we should go and look at our first aid. So I noticed that actually in... Oh God, is it in Stromgarde? I think it's in Stromgarde that there is a first aid trainer there that could help us out. Because most of the first aid trainers now are will only teach up to expert. So you need to go find someone else to teach at the higher levels. Let's actually get into the bank as well. And, oh, stuck on the wall there, Gennal. Get to the bank, let's empty a few of these things after taking a look. Ah, okay, so let's get ourselves to 150 first aid. And once we're 150, we can learn the... I think I bought the book. Yes. Oh, that's heavy silk. God, why did I not get normal silk bandage? Maybe that is something from a trainer. I think it is actually. Let's head to Stormwind Cathedral then. And get the silk bandage. Training. Right, what should we put away? Let's put away some of our herbage. We've got special bags for our herbs. And special bags, as you see, for our cloth as well. Now let's keep a couple of stacks of silk. We'll get rid of this wool for now, although I will hand it in the quest rewards later. But let's continue to empty our herbs away, our full stacks only. In fact, let's get that. I can't bear to see that. We still need 2 more for a full stack of wool cloth there. So we'll keep that one out until we do have a full stack. Okay. And then what we'll do is while we're flying later, we will organize these bags so they look nice. Because right now, I have to close it quickly because Gennal feels the same way. It's hard to look at. You know, when you have a messy room or something and you just have to close the door, you know. Pretend it doesn't exist. Pretend the mess isn't there. How many players have we got online right now? Last night I was quite surprised. We only had 4,500, well, 4,800 online. As you see right now we have 12,600. So right back to where we should be. But interestingly, you know, in comparison to what I would expect from when I used to play on EU servers, the evenings were the busiest. But now I think the evenings are the quietest, evenings GMT wise. It seems as though the European player base is possibly the smallest player base in Turtle WoW. I'd like to see demographics, but it does seem like Europeans, or at least to the prime time for Europeans, isn't an active period. So from that, I'd sort of infer that there aren't as many Europeans playing. Right, not that one. It's this one for first aid. Nope, I was wrong. There we go. She just hadn't appeared. She was in the Twisting Nether somewhere. Shayna, we need some training. Silk bandage, please. Thank you. Ah, so that's how you do it. Okay, well, we'll make some of those a bit later on. As long as we have it for now, then I can spend some time doing that later. One other thing, I wonder, did I drop this quest with the Scarlet Monastery for the Scarlet Emissary? If so, we should pick it up again. I did. Let's make sure we have that again. Right. Thank you, Brother Crowley, for reminding us of what you'd would have liked us to do. That's to go to Desolus. To this thing. Oh my gosh, we've seen this before. I learned later that this is an Iron Maiden. So this is like an Iron Dwarf Maiden, dwarf female face. Absolutely awful. We saw this previously in Stockades, but that is just gruesome. Gosh, I guess you'd have to like... Thing is that if you were quite thin, like Gennal could fit in between here, so I think she'd be okay. I mean, she doesn't suffer from claustrophobia necessarily, but I think she'd be able to survive a period of time just stood inside there. Okay, so we've got that. We will now think about our next move. Something else I did want to do, but maybe I should just leave it for some other time, is to continue some of the Alas quests. And there's two reasons, although I don't know if they fit necessarily within how I want to play Gennal. So there is an item that I would quite like, and it's a reputation reward at Revered. And I think I can force, because I don't like the idea of, oh, we're repeating quests every day to get an item. I don't really like that. It doesn't really fit in my roleplay. I like to do an area because there's a reason that Gennal would have to do it. And getting some sort of ephemeral reputation, I don't think is good enough. So I did think, though, that perhaps we could shoehorn a reason in there and say, right, well, we want to help out our people in rebuilding Alathalas and their lands. Thus, we come back every day to do daily repeatable quests. And it just so happens that increases our reputation among the High Elves. And then they reward us for our consistent efforts with a cool piece of gear. In any case, if I do ever do that, I think I would just do that maybe at a higher level, maybe near max level. And also, I never know, maybe I'll get to Revered without having to do something like that. Right, I am just thinking to myself, I would love to do these Arathi quests. So, shall we go to Arathi? And yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Arathi. And we will try to find a group for these Stromgarde quests. And we also got the gold power core, so we can handle that one in, despite sort of regardless of whether or not we get a group for these quests. The thing is that when we did these quests previously, sorry, when we went to Stromgarde before, Stromgarde was it was interesting. We killed a big ogre there, and we also were attacked by a syndicate member. The Stromgarde militia didn't seem to really be interested in helping us out. So Gennal has some mixed feelings about those peoples. They're a different, kingdom compared to the Stormwind people. So he has some feelings about them. And you know what I just forgot? I said I was going to get a guild charter. I did not do that. So I'll make sure that is done later. Right, let's sort out these bags a little bit. Get all the cloth in one area. God, we have a lot of crisp spider meat. Nothing. Okay, so that's the red ridge goulash. I see. Gooey spider legs, fantastic. Right, potions. Let's pop our potions up into this bag. Swiftness potion as well, fantastic. Conjured waters and foods can all go in this first bag. We can sell everything. I'm saying that we can sell everything that's in here. So gold power core, that's a quest item that can go here. I feel like some of these can be destroyed now as well. The letter from the embalmer, for example. These buffs, they can go here as well. This book is useful. Put that there. We can sell these mana potions. We don't actually need them. And I will actually sell these bandages too, because we're going to replace them very shortly with some silk bandages. Okay, this feels better to me already. And that's a conjured item too, so I'll pop that there. Good. All right, that feels better. Black grasp of the destroyer. Oh my god, they are pretty graspy. And black looking. Right, while we're flying, I'm just going to quickly run away and I'll be 1.5 to 2 minutes. We are back. Gosh, Stromgarde is a cool place. Sometimes I think to myself that having a sort of world that changes as you progress in the land, you know, maybe Stromgarde developing as you complete the quests and you drive out the Syndicate and the Boulders, would be a nice thing, but at the same time, I don't actually like the phasing that occurs in many games now. You know, where if you are ahead of someone else in a quest line, let's say, that you see different things. So I don't know if I feel that way, actually, despite knowing that I might like to see the world alter with our questing and aiding the people. Yeah, in reality though, I think I like I think I'm fine with coming up with some sort of role play of what happens next after we do a quest, rather than the world itself having to force that change for me. I can just imagine it. That's okay. Right, so two things. Let's first head, well, they're both in the same direction. Let's head to this farmstead and hand in the gold power core to the harvest golem there. And at the same time, let's look for a group. Looking for a group for Stromgarde quests. Smiley face. Oh, that's great news. Liriana. Or Lirania. Fantastic. Hello. I really don't like the rain very much. How do we do something about the weather? They're not causing my computer to crash. Oh well. Kishid, how are you? / nod. That's quite funny. There's a character called Stromgarde. Haha. We found you. That's funny. Okay, so this friend is already far into Stromgarde. And there is another alliance player here. Rimboard as well. Could you invite Brim? Cool. I think this is sufficient for this area. Uh-oh. Shift T. Managed to counterspell that. Alright, good. Lirania is on our target. Okay, so let's assess what it is that we need here. Right, okay, let's, as I said, assess now. Get a few buffs going, elixirs. Clearly, we want some Murloc fin soup. Right, so Otto and Falcon Crest. Mari's Cowl. Okay, there we are. Nice. We got one of them. Falcon Crest. You saw that. That was a quick fire blast there. Gennal's reactions are incredible. I mean, her previous history as a sportswoman has, you know, made her into some sort of absolute beast. No, it's like as soon as she sees an enemy casting, she's counterspell. As soon as they run towards it, Frost Nova, Fire Blast, rank 1. This guy has a lot of health though. I'm just noticing that actually I think this would be very difficult. Ah, Banana X. Did we just see this guy outside, or I can't really remember. I want to keep an eye out though for Lord Otto as well. Alright, we'll finish him off. Falcon Crest's head. Fantastic. Oh no, did the other one... Okay, good. It didn't spawn. It wasn't Otto. So, there are some other ones around here. Just to make sure we know. Mari's Cowl. Warlock. And then we have this one, which is the... Need to go to the Tower of Arathi. I reckon we know where that is. That's... Must be this tower back here. Oh, there's a chest. We're just going to open it. We're not going to do anything extravagant with it. Oh my god. I would like to take this, but everyone will be able to see what we got. Shall we take this? The sword must be reforged before it can be used. The thing is, if I didn't take it, then someone else would, wouldn't they? Because we are in the real world here. This is giving me flashbacks to Redridge when we waited a tremendous... Oh, we don't want this guy. Good. If they're focusing on him, that leaves us more time for the other one. Or Otto. They're all distracted, that's what I mean. Something I used to love as well about this game is seeing all the different debuffs on the enemy. I don't know why that always gave me a bit of pleasure. God, look at these spells she's casting off. Expelliarmus. Okay, we're just tracking the ones in this area then. Maybe we should invite Sredge as well, although oftentimes I find that there's a reason we can't. Maybe it's a hardcore character. Oh yes, stamina. Another 80 health, fantastic. I think we had an add-on where we could see their health as well. How much HP they have, that would be useful. So it does seem like Falcon Crest reses much more quickly than Otto. Definitely kill all of the Syndicate we can, as we need those Stromguard badges. Okay, good. There are a few of them here. Aha! One. Oh, here we go. That is a pro move, Gennal. Well done. Sheeping one of them, focus down the other one. Oh god, I bet they're all looking at her now, a bit like, God, we are so lucky. Yes, this is a good group actually that we have here. Yeah, resheep is on. Fantastic. I should have been on that a bit quicker. That's okay, Gennal. Practice makes perfect. Okay, let's evocate. No, let's meditate on what's just happened. Become aware of the breath. This was a very good group, actually. You know, having a nice warrior. Healer was definitely needed too. But actually, Mage just gives so much. Is so resourceful. And gives so much flexibility to the group. Yeah, it just allows for breathers. So, you know, where some classes just add DPS, we add a tremendous amount of as I say, sort of resourcefulness to the group. The ability to select what we do, to take our time. Gennal, you are much admired. Okay, well, Lord Falconcrest, we've killed you so many times now. Otto's head, fab. Oh, nothing on him, okay. Great job. That was a great job, actually. Oh, okay, so did you see that? I counterspelled there, but it took a bit longer because I didn't want to use my key binding of Shift-T. I wanted to use the button on my mouse, which I managed to do. So we used my mouse button that I assigned to counterspell. Oh. Didn't work. So what do we reckon? Do we reckon that that this group is going to continue, that some of them will come along with us? Yeah, Maris Cal as well. We definitely want that. Oh, a terrible blink there. They're fighting. Oh my god, what's going on here? Okay. Right, getting some honor there. The Voidwalker minion's still here. Okay, so it's not actually the Horde. Aha, he's PvP'd. This is a nightmare. What's going on? We're getting healed though, that's nice. We'll deal with the mana, you deal with our health. There is a druid here. Okay, why are they heading in here? There must be a reason. Is there? Okay, they're heading in another direction. Yeah, that priest, he keeps a lot of aggro. I'm worried though about these hordes that are probably going to respawn soon. Well, yesterday this wasn't too busy an area, and today it's the exact opposite. There's a lot of activity going on. Okay, so they're running all the way around. Let's follow them now. So they're going to the right here. Yeah, let's just make sure we keep up with them. And we should make sure to get this Azure Agate as well. Could just be... It's not just a mage quest, is it? Because it does not say mage. So around the Tower of Arathi. Okay, so I think it says the ogres, some gems from the shamans, right? Okay, so we kill the shamans. Alright, so they're saying that we have to get through. If we go, oh my gosh, Mara's Cal is just here, damn it. Let's kill the horde. Can't kill the horde, I'm afraid. So instead, we will just help out. Okay, that's Mara's Cal. We'll ask if anyone wants to go to the Tower of Arathi as well. Doesn't look like it though. How come they became PvP'd like that, and we couldn't kill them before? What was the reason for that? I wonder, is there a way to know whether or not someone is hardcore or not? Because that banana guy, he's just been hanging about. Oh my god. Lyrania. What a roar. That echoed. Oh, Gennal, very good.
Actually, I'm more of a morning elf.
Ah, we roar, you tell a joke. Trying to mellow out the atmosphere here. Very good, Sredge. So, Lyrania, what's your favourite cut of meat? I like short rib. That is an interesting looking axe as well. Doesn't seem like it would be that good at actually cutting into the meat. And there's a fly on it. Did you see that fly? Look at these flies. Or are they spiders? Just reminded me of the spider I have right next to me. He's gone missing. Oh wow, you managed to pull it through the wall. Very good. keeping an eye out for that spider as well. I don't know where it's gone to. I have quite bare legs right now, so I don't mind spiders too much, but I don't want them crawling on me. That's not what they do anyway, is it? Well, that's a cool tabard. It's not even a tabard, it's just a Civ Inad robes. Now this is a slightly longer respawn timer. Than the other named mobs around here. But at least we have our friend pulling more mobs towards us. That's good. I think what we may do is after you've done this quest is call it for today. As I'm afraid I have my real life calling. Apparently he's having issues pulling this rogue. Oh my god. Keeping an eye out though for Maras to make sure he's not spawning on us. Yeah, I bet it's late there, Explode. No, it's you know, I appreciate you being here. It's a tremendous amount of fun for me. And as I've gushed many times before, it really does set up my day in a very nice way. So I'll be continuing to do this. I'm afraid that they're not going to be as long as other people, but as long as I can afford to do, I'll continue to do it. Good, another badge. Didn't seem to count. Oh, Frimbol's got it. And we got a mark of the Syndicate. What are they for again? It's like, I don't know what I'm doing with these. Do we hand them in or something for reputation? I have a feeling they're for a group known as the Raven Crest or something like that. These actually do hit very hard. Could you heal us, please? Maris Cal's back. Oh my gosh. Straight for me. Right, we'll stop running. Let's start attacking. I'm going to bandage because it looks like... No, I thought we pulled two more, but actually... This guy is stuck in the building. Nice. We have 3 heads in our bags. Is that true? Maris Cal. Ottos and Falcon Crests. That's ridiculous, to be honest. Let's get some mana back. Alright. We're going to say bye to our friends here. And get ourselves to a safe location. Oh god, there's a horde. That's it. Come on. Fantastic. We've actually killed a lot of hordes today. Well, 4. Feels like a lot more. I'm going to tell them I need to get going. I need to get going, friends. Thanks for the help. See ya. These people are very nice. They actually say thank you. They say see ya. I'm waiting for the priest to say bye as well, because I feel like I need to be acknowledged. But it doesn't look like it's going to occur, so we will just leave the party. There we go. And with that done, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching. Thanks, Explode, and we'll be back, if not tonight, so tonight GMT, then I'll be back at the same time tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.